sporting events are safe and enthusiastic. Please give honor and respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, families, and fans during tonight's game. Not doing your part to assure some club life events are safe and positive may result in being told to leave and being banned from local sporting events. And now the start line for the visiting Mustangs. Number 20, Sienna Fauci. Number 3, Emma Malerba. Number 23, Leah Marino. Number 10, Olivia O'Brien. And number 12, Joy Riccioli. The Mustangs are coached by Sherelle Sanders. And now the starting lineup for your Somerville Highlanders. Sophomore, number 1, Amari Kergo. Junior, number 11, Fiona Whitson. Sophomore, number 12, Nora Gamache. Sophomore, number 21, Regan Antonelli. And junior, number 22, Ava Martin. The Highlanders are coached by Ricardo Bono.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Girls Basketball on Somerville Ed TV. I am Todd Harmon, going solo this evening because Jack has some refereeing that he is doing out there in the basketball world as the Highlanders taking on the Medford Mustangs. So the Highlanders looking to sweep the Mustangs this season after defeating the Mustangs in the Tufts Classic earlier this year. Of course, the Mustangs coming in number 2 in the GBL. They are 7-5 overall, 7-2 in the GBL. The Highlanders 9-0 in the GBL, undefeated so far throughout this season. Looking to keep that going on this evening. They are 10-2 overall, currently ranked number 47 in Division 2. Of course, that 10 wins gets them into the playoffs, so they are guaranteed a playoff position. We will just see tonight whether they can further solidify themselves at the top of the GBL. Highlanders coming off a big victory over the Golden Tornadoes of Malden. Amari Kergo absolutely fantastic in that game. 20 points for the full game, 15 points in the second half. Regan Antonelli also had a huge game against Malden as she had 16 points and was a defensive stalwart in that game. Regan also leading scorer for the Highlanders last time they faced off against the Mustangs in the Tufts Classic, as she had 16 points in that victory for the Highlanders, a 9-point win over the Mustangs. As we are underway here at Brune Fieldhouse, Highlanders looking for the sweep over the Mustangs. A win tonight for the Highlanders will really set them up well, 3 games ahead of both Revere and Medford in the GBL. Standings, with only at that point in time 4 games remaining for the Highlanders in their GBL schedule. We'll be looking at that as we go through this game. Highlanders getting the ball after the tip-off went to Medford. As Martin gives it back to Gamache. Gamache kicks it out to Antonelli. Left wing drive. She goes in. No good. Rebound pulled up by Antonelli as she got control of that ball. Great strength by Regan underneath the basket. And she will go to the line shooting 2 as she was fouled by Joy Riccioli. That is Joy Riccioli's first, Medford's first as well. As Antonelli's first free throw is up, that one is no good. Antonelli really has been tremendous the last few games for the Highlanders, leading scorer, as I noted, against Malden. 16 points in that game. Her defense against Medford was incredibly important as she was able to hold Emma Malerba, the leading scorer for the Mustangs, to only 7 points in that game. Sienna Fauci drops that one off to Marino. And there's Malerba with the ball. You see Antonelli on her. Medford likes to run a weave at the top of the key, trying to get the matchups they like. Good defense there. The rebound, though, pulled down by Marino as she gets her own rebound. Marino goes back up, and she is fouled as she went up. And that foul is going to go against Antonelli. That'll be her first, team's first here in the first quarter. Highlanders leading 1-0 after the Antonelli free throw. That is 5 seconds. Great inbounding defense by the Highlanders as they force the turnover. Medford's backing off of pressure. They like to press. They like to run a high pressure full court defense normally, or 3/4 court press. As Gamache with the baseline drive. Great first step there and a great finish by Nora through traffic. Highlanders leading 3-0. Medford pulling their defensive pressure back to start this game. As Malerba has it. Gives it off to Marino. Marino hands it off to Fossey. Fossey trying to drive. Runs in to the Highlander defense. Marino gets it down low. Shot put up, no good as they had Gamache down on the low block. Thought they had a good matchup there for O'Brien to take advantage of, but O'Brien unable to make the shot. Ava Martin looking for her shot there on the baseline. No good for Ava. Ava coming off a tough game against Malden. Only 2 points in that game, but she did have 12 points against Medford in the Tufts Classic. Once again, that weave at the top of the key, trying to get the matchups they want. Kergo going over the screen there, knocks it away from Malerba, and Tonelli down on the floor along with Marino. And the held ball situation, alternating possession, sticks with Medford. Quick substitution for the Mustangs as Kat Riccioli comes in. Kat had the second highest points against the Highlanders in the Tufts Classic as she had 6 points in that game. Inbounds a difficult time there, but Fossey ends up with it now. She spins away from Gamache. Good defense there. Three-pointer put up by Malerba. No good. As Kergo gets the rebound, Antonelli's out ahead, and it's an easy one there for Regan Antonelli, and the Highlanders lead 5-0 to open out this game. Now Malerba with the ball, gives it to Fossey. Fossey hands that off to Riccioli. Riccioli now to Malerba. Malerba gets her pass deflected. O'Brien able to handle it though, puts up the 8-footer, and it's good for Olivia O'Brien. First points of the night from Medford. They trail by 3. Antonelli, you see that 3/4 court pressure. Highlanders able to break it though, as Ava Martin down on the floor. Tried to pass that one away. Out of bounds is going to be the call. It will be Medford's ball. As Rickson was flashing across the lane there, couldn't quite control it, and also stepped on the inline. Fossey driving against Gamache, kicks it down to O'Brien. And that is nothing doing as Regan Antonelli with the block on O'Brien. Now Antonelli has the ball for the Highlanders. She'll put that up. That's from inside the arc. No good. Gamache with the weak side rebound. Kicks it back out to Antonelli. Now Gamache, left wing drive. Puts it up and under from underneath the basket. No good. Antonelli rebound. No good. Martin rebound. No good. And now Rickson gets the rebound and kicks it out. Now Kergo, right wing. She'll put that up. No good. And O'Brien comes away with the rebound. Highlanders, lots of bites at the apple. Just couldn't get anything to fall in that possession. 3:50 remaining here in the first quarter. It's Riccioli. Defended by Amari Kergo, and there's Amari Kergo with that tough defense that Amari brings every single night. Such quick hands. She'll get those hands in there, tie that ball up in that situation, and earn the turnover from the Mustangs. Highlanders leading this one 5-2. You see that full court pressure extended now by Medford, as Martin will bring it across, and Ava ended up stepping both feet into the front court and then 1 foot back into the back court. Once you establish in the front court, you can't go back into the back. Turnover goes over to the Mustangs. So Riccioli gets it into Fossey. Fossey starting at the midcourt line. Gives it to Riccioli. Now there's Malerba. Fossey looking to drive. They get it to O'Brien. O'Brien, nice job there as Fossey drew the defense. O'Brien underneath, able to get the points. You can see Medford really concentrating offensively, I should say, on getting the ball down low as Gamache, trapped in the corner, sent that one off of Malerba's leg out of bounds. 1 point lead for the Highlanders here as Malerba gets that one, knocking it out of bounds. Good quick hands there by Emma Malerba. Cargo looks to inbounds, gets it to Rickson. Driving in now is Ava Martin, and she's called for the travel as she shuffled her feet there. O'Brien there defensively. Medford in that game in the Tufts Classic over at Cousins Gymnasium, they were shooting more from the outside, couldn't really find their range in that game. Working really hard right now to get it down low and doing a good job of it. There's an outside shot, and Fossey puts it home, and the Mustangs on a 7-0 run of taking a 7-5 lead over the Highlanders. 2:42 remaining here in the first quarter. Head coach Ricardo Bonome's going to take the timeout as he's going to talk things over with the Highlanders. You can see Medford very, very dedicated to getting that ball down into the low block, getting it to the low post. That opens up that opportunity for those outside shots. And of course, Sienna Fossey taking advantage of it there from the left wing with the three-pointer. Hey, don't forget we have boys basketball action coming up for you as well. Boys coming off a big win over Medford as they got vengeance for the Tufts Classic loss that the boys suffered on that Sunday at Cousins Gymnasium as they beat Medford last night by 5. Of course, they have a big game coming up next week against Everett here at Brune Fieldhouse. They're currently tied with Everett for third place in the GBL. Those two teams will meet here at Brune Fieldhouse Tuesday. That's Tuesday, February 3rd, 7 o'clock. Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano, they'll have the call of the game here on Somerville NTV. Make sure you've mashed your buttons, like, share, subscribe. We're above 3,500. We really do appreciate it. Now let's head on to 4,000 subscriptions. Make sure you've gotten Uncle Artie in at Altoona and congratulate him on getting us to 3,500 as well. This is the Highlanders trailing now by 2 after the Fossey three-pointer. They get it to Ava. Martin, top of the key, gives it to Gamache. Gamache inside the arc, shot up, no good. Rebound by Antonelli, put up, no good. Rickson gets it, and Rickson, second bite, puts it home, and will go to the line looking for the and one. As she ties it up with that bucket. Highlanders dominating with the offensive boards, getting lots of looks offensively. Rickson able to put that one home. Free throw for Rickson is up, no good. Tied up at 7s, 2:15 remaining here in the first quarter. It's Fossey running the point for the Mustangs. Gets the screen there from Riccioli. Outside Malerba, she'll put that up, and she puts it off glass and in as Malerba gives the Mustangs a 3-point lead. They're able to set up their pressure defense now. Gamache is able to break that pressure. Gets it to Antonelli. Antonelli looking for Rickson on the low block. Out of bounds, though. Good job defensively by Joy Riccioli as she got in there with a hand. Highlanders last to touch it. Turnover goes over to the Mustangs. It's Malerba to Kat Riccioli. Now Fossey. Back to Malerba. They work that weave, trying to find the matchups they want. Fossey looking to drive against Gamache. Kicks it out to O'Brien. O'Brien with the 12-footer on the baseline, no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Medford. Highlanders will inbounds. Medford setting up that defensive pressure again. Cargo gets it over to Antonelli. Antonelli looking to break it to Gamache. O'Brien came across and knocked the ball out of bounds, or maybe touched the ball while she was out of bounds. But you can see the danger there. The Highlanders have to deal with this pressure. Now Regan Antonelli gives it off to Nora Gamache. Gamache driving in off the screen from Ava Martin. Loses control, gets it back. Bounce pass down to Martin. Martin goes up, gets blocked. As Purfury was able to get the block there. And the foul is going to be called against Ava. Some frustration shown there by Ava. She picks up her first, second team foul of the first quarter. 59 seconds remaining here in the first. Medford with the 3-point lead. As Fossey and Malerba have both hit threes.
Welcome to play in the first quarter.
Emma Malerba now. Gertisha Morales into the game. Good job defensively there by Morales as she got the switch onto Malerba and was very, very tight on her defensively, forcing that poor pass down into the low block and the turnover. Now Antonelli looking to break the pressure. Looks for help, and a travel is going to be the call. It's Kat Riccioli teaming up with, I believe, Malerba there. Able to get the turnover from the Highlanders. Medford leading by 3. Now Riccioli, give and go, gives it off to Malerba. Her runner is up, it's no good. Rebound put up, no good as well. There's Fiona Rickson as she gets the weak side rebound for the Highlanders. 20 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Highlanders down by 3. Gamache drives, runner up, no good. And the offensive foul is going to be the call on Nora Gamache. Good job there by Joy Riccioli as she's able to get that offensive foul. Now Fossey with it, gives it to Malerba. 7 seconds remaining as Medford looks for the last shot, leading by 3 here in the first quarter. Pass down low, looking for Riccioli, but stolen away by Amari Kergo. Great anticipation there by Amari, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. Highlanders trailing here by 3, as Medford able to use the interior game to start off. Olivia O'Brien getting 4 points in that quarter down low for the Mustangs. Then they brought it back to the outside with Malerba and Fossey hitting threes. That's how we got to 10-7 after 1 quarter of play. Coming off of a huge win for the hockey team. They got their second win of the season. It was an overtime victory over Boston Latin Academy as the captain, Shane Doe, put the game winner into the back of the net in overtime. As the Highlanders, just a tremendous, tremendous performance in net in that game. A fantastic job done by their young freshman goalie as the Highlanders were able to stay in the game long enough and tight enough. Great work as well by the lone senior on the team as Pasquale Candelino did a fantastic job. He had a goal and an assist. Ben DiCarlo had a goal and 2 assists in that game. Shane Doe, as I noted, the game winner, Colin Donovan in goal, the freshman for the Highlanders, over 50 saves in that game. Just a tremendous effort, and the Highlanders came away with that overtime win. Great steal there by Amari Kergo as we open out the second quarter. She goes up, no good. Antonelli puts up the putback attempt, no good. Battling with Purfury down on the ground. And we'll have a jump ball, Medford. No, it will be Highlander ball on the alternating possession. Highlanders trailing by 3 here, opening out the second quarter. As Kergo looks for Martin. That one knocked away. Good defense once again. I believe that was Joy Riccioli. She's having a great game defensively for the Mustangs. Fossey from the right wing gives it up to Malerba. It's Fossey and Malerba working the top of the key. Malerba off the screen will drive in. Her runner is up. That's no good. Ava Martin with periphery. And Gamache is able to reach in there and tie that ball up. Alternating possession stays with the Mustangs, as Riccioli will look to inbounds. And Riccioli gets it into Fossey. Close to another 5-second call. Highlanders inbounding defense very, very strong as Riccioli drives in. That one's blocked. I believe Morellis may have gotten a hand on that one. Now Gamache kicks it to Cargo. Amari will drive in, loses control of the ball, and tied up by Fossey. Alternating possession stays with the Highlanders. 7 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Highlanders trailing by 3. So they get the inbound to Ava Martin. Down to the corner, that's Cargo. Passes up the 3, puts up the runner, no good. And Malerba able to get the rebound, but tried to pass to Fossey, but the Highlanders defensively, Ava Martin able to be there defensively and cause the turnover. It's the Highlanders will inbounds. Leah Rosa checking into the game for the Mustangs. Young freshman on this team, number 5. As that inbounds kind of to nowhere, Morellis was able to get it, and Gamache came up with it. Now Martin, Ava Martin puts that up and in. Really important for Ava to get going in this game after only 2 points against Malden. She's got 2 tonight. Pass goes to Riccioli. Back out. Now Fossey. Riccioli on the right wing. She'll drive. Kicks it out. Passes that one off to the other Riccioli as Kat passed it off to Joy. Joy with the drive, and she'll go to the line. She was fouled. Morellis will pick that up. That's her first. Team's first here in the second quarter. Joy Riccioli at the line. First shot up by Riccioli, no good.
Riccioli to the line.
Miriam Ramadan checking into the game for the Highlanders as Amari Cargo heads to the bench. Second free throw by the lefty Riccioli is up, and it is good. 2-point lead right now for the Mustangs. That one tipped by Fossey, but Ava able to get it. Timeout taken by head coach Ricardo Bonhomme, as Antonelli was trying to break that pressure all by herself. Not a lot of help coming back for her. So head coach Ricardo Bonhomme takes that timeout. 2-point deficit for the Highlanders, 6:04 remaining here in the first half. Mentioned, of course, the big game coming up against Everett for the boys. Battle for third place in the GBL as they're looking up to Chelsea and Lynn Classical above them. Don't forget as well, huge week coming up for girls basketball as well. This next week they're on the road. The next week they've got Everett. They're at Everett, and they're also at Lynn English over this next week. But then the following week is a huge week for this girls team as they will close out their home portion of their schedule Monday, the 9th of February against Lynn Classical. That'll be 6 o'clock here at Brune Fieldhouse. Tuesday, the 10th, they will face Revere here at Brune Fieldhouse, a team that they beat by only 1 point at Revere earlier this season. And then senior night will be Thursday, February 12th. That will be at 7 o'clock here at Brune Fieldhouse, celebrating the seniors of this team as they will welcome in Division I Malden Catholic that evening. And that is a huge game as they will have a home and home against Malden Catholic and then close out their season at Cambridge on the 18th of February. So a huge final 5 games for the Highlanders. We'll have 3 of those here on Somerville Ed TV. Make sure you mash your buttons, like, share, subscribe. Get our subscriptions up. We're looking for 4,000. as Ava Martin off the screen drives down the right-hand side of the lane. Goes up, no good, got blocked. Miriam Ramadan with the rebound, puts it up, no good as well, as that was partially blocked. Medford looking very strong defensively. Perfury gets it out to Rosa. Now Riccioli gets it to a cutting Rosa. Rosa's runner no good. Perfury looking for the shot, and she is fouled, as that's going to go against Miriam Ramadan.
For Miriam Ramadan. Her first, team second.
Mentioned senior night, Miriam Ramadan. She's one of those seniors that we will celebrate on that night on the 13th. First shot up by Perfury is good. 3-point advantage for the Mustangs as O'Brien checks back into the game, as does Kergo for the Highlanders. Gamache goes to the bench. Second shot by Perfury up and good. 4-point deficit for the Highlanders. 5:25 remaining here in the first half. Pressure defense applied by the Mustangs. Antonelli needs some help. She gets it. There's Martin. Martin looking down to Ramadan. Ramadan goes up for the shot, and she's fouled, as that one will go against Leah Marino. That's Marino's first against Medford here in the second quarter. Ramadan will be at the line for two. First shot up by Miriam, no good. Second one by Ramadan's up. That's no good as well. Rebound comes out to Rosa. As Rosa will run this up, she'll take a three. No good for the young freshman. Perfury able to reach up over top of Morales and put it up. No good as well. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Highlanders. I believe Ramadan was the last one to touch it. So Medford will get another possession here. Less than 5 minutes remaining in the first half. So Ramadan comes out. Gamache back into the game for the Highlanders. Marino looking to inbounds here for the Mustangs. Looking for O'Brien, bounced off of O'Brien. Marino was able to get it. Now Fossey, defended by Morales. Good speed there by Fossey, gets it out to O'Brien. Her shot is up, it's no good. Antonelli pulls down the rebound. Highlanders look to run, but Medford able to get back defensively. Antonelli now kicks it out to Gamache. Gamache baseline drive. She'll put that shot up, no good. Rebound, battled fork. Riccioli comes away with it for the Mustangs. Highlanders struggling offensively here in this second quarter as Marino puts up the mid-range. No good. Rebound fought for. Amari Kergo comes out with it. She's got Ava Martin out ahead. Instead tried to pass it to Antonelli, but Fossey was able to steal it away. And Kergo with the foul there as Fossey was driving towards the basket. That's going to be Amari's first. Third team foul on the Highlanders here in the second quarter. Marino looking to inbound. As Gamache, nice job there as Nora was able to get her hand in there and knock it away. Then a tie ball as Kergo trying to rip it away goes to the floor. Alternating possession stays with the Mustangs. As Malerba now will inbounds. Timeout taken by the Mustangs. Head coach Sherelle Sanders, they're going to talk things over. The Mustangs leading by 4 here, 4:04 remaining here in the half. Highlanders just really not finding their offense here in the second quarter as Ava Martin has the only 2 points of the quarter for the Highlanders as both teams has kind of ratcheted up their defense and what they're doing out there on the floor here in the second quarter. Now, I mentioned the senior night for the ladies. It will be senior night. Will be February 12th at 6 o'clock against Malden Catholic here at Brune Fieldhouse. Don't forget, the boys' senior night will be the next night, Friday the 13th. So before Valentine's Day, the night before Valentine's Day, come out to Brune Fieldhouse. Senior night for the boys as they will face off against Framingham, a team they beat by only 1 point earlier this season. Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano will have the call of that game here on Somerville Ed TV as well. It's a 7 o'clock start for senior night for the boys. And senior night for hockey, senior night on the ice. That's going to be Groundhog Day. We also could call it Pasquale Candolino Day because he is the only senior on the team. That will be against Medford on Monday the 2nd. So Groundhog Day, 5:30. That will be coming from Veterans Memorial Rink. We'll have the coverage of that game here on Somerville Ed TV, as well as myself and Tyler Orrego will take care of that. Just under 4 minutes remaining, and Medford has turned the ball over as the pass goes out of bounds off of the hand of Marino. Highlanders looking to get that offense untracked here in the second quarter. Martin gives it off to Antonelli as they break the pressure. Antonelli off the screen, driving in. Medford doing a really good job keeping their defense down in the paint, not allowing the Highlanders any open drives or open lanes as Martin gets it. Good block there. Great screen by Rickson set up there. Foul's going to be committed by Rosa. Leah Rosa picks up her first, team second here in the second quarter. Highlanders trailing by 4. So they look to cut into that 4-point lead of the Mustangs. Kergo looking for the inbounds, gets it to Martin. Out to Antonelli. Antonelli from the foul line kicks it to Kergo. Kergo spins into the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound battled for. O'Brien had it for a second. Ava knocked it away but couldn't save it from going out of bounds. These two teams know each other very, very well. You can see from the manner in which both teams are playing defense, they know what the strengths of the players are. As Malerba, she'll drive in, kicks it back out. Riccioli gives it to Fossey. Fossey now drives in. Bounce pass down to O'Brien, kicks it back out to Riccioli. As Fossey comes up slow, possibly hurt her back there as Gamache goes in. Her shot no good. Kergo's putback attempt no good. Antonelli saves it to Gamache. Martin puts it up and it's no good. As Fossey, still behind the play, is down on her knees. Looks like she probably might have twisted her back a bit, reaching for her lower back there. Young sophomore player there for the Mustangs, one of their better players, great ball handler, excellent shooter as well. Great player on the soccer pitch also. Called her name quite a few times the past 2 falls in those soccer matchups between the Highlanders and the Mustangs. So hopefully Sienna Fossey will be able to get her way back out here as Highlander trainer Michelle Kelly checking her out behind the scorer's table. Big hockey game, big hockey win against Boston Latin Academy last night. Peabody coming up tomorrow. That'll be the 31st of January at 12 noon over at Veterans Memorial Rink. We'll have coverage here on Somerville Ed TV beginning at noon. So, wake up, warm yourself up a little bit, get some hot cocoa, maybe get up in front of the TV, computer, phone, or whatever device you're using to watch us here on Somerville Ed TV. And hear myself and Tyler Orrego as we bring you the call of that game against the Tanners as the Highlanders look for their first winning streak of the season after that big overtime victory against Boston Latin Academy. That game Monday, by the way, the senior night game against Medford, revenge will be on the mind of the Highlanders as they lost in overtime to the Mustangs earlier this season at Medford. So that will be a big, huge game on Monday night, Groundhog's Day. 5:30. That's Pasquale Candolino night. And there is a travel as the turnover goes over to the Highlanders. Highlanders still down by 4. Both teams struggling to score here in the second quarter. As Cargo gets it up to Gamache. Gamache has speed. She goes in, gives it off to Martin. Ava puts it up and in. Well played there, Gamache. Nice bounce pass. Everybody knows I love the bounce pass. 2:05 remaining here in the half. Highlanders down by 2. As Rosa loses the ball there, trying to pass it away. Gamache able to get the hand in there and to keep it away from Riccioli. Alternating possession, I believe it'll stick with Malden, and it will. Or Medford, I should say, and it will. Got my M-Town crew confused. It's Ruby Andreessen checks in for the Mustangs. It's Antonelli now. Off the screen from Martin. Looking to give it back to Martin there, but too much traffic. Antonelli had to reach in after Malerba had it and ties it up. Alternating possession, though, goes over to the Mustangs. Now Andreessen pressed into service as Sienna Fossey heading off the floor and out of the gym with trainer Michelle Kelly, checking out her lower back. Hopefully she'll be back for action in the second half. As Riccioli gets it into Andreessen. Now O'Brien back to Andreessen. Bounce pass to the interior. That's nothing to Amari Cargo. She's able to take care of the bounce pass and defend it as she steals that one away. Now Antonelli as the Highlanders look to tie or take the lead. Trailing by 2, minute 5 remaining in the half. Gamache kicks it out to Cargo. Cargo pulls it back out. Gives it to Gamache. Gamache looking to take the lead, and she will give the Highlanders the lead with a big, long distance 3. 14-13 Highlander lead now, 48 seconds remaining in the first half. As Riccioli gets it off to Malerba. Malerba drives in, kicks it out to O'Brien. O'Brien, shot up for O'Brien is good. As the Mustangs retake the lead, 33 seconds remaining. Cargo wanted to go down floor with it, but nobody was breaking. Now Rickson will get it. Rickson looking for Martin. Martin down low, goes up, no good. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. Last to touch it was the Mustangs. Highlanders will inbound, 20.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. Highlanders down by a point. It's Cargo, gets it to Martin, defended by O'Brien. O'Brien just basically knew she was beaten on that play and did the heady thing, grabbed hold of Ava and did not allow her to get a shot up. That's Olivia O'Brien's first, team's third here in the second quarter, as it was not in the act of shooting as well, so the inbounds for the Highlanders. It's Rickson, gets it to Martin at the foul line. Ava drives in, puts it up, no good. Antonelli with the rebound, her shot no good. 9 seconds remaining, as down on the floor is Antonelli getting the ball. And on the alternating possession, the Highlanders should get this one, as Antonelli was able to control it down underneath the basket. Malerba tied her up. 4 seconds left on the clock. Highlanders have to be aware of that as they inbounds here, looking for the lead at the half. Rickson gets it off to Martin, to Gamache. Gamache needs to get it up, and nobody gets the shot off. And that will do it for the first half of play, as the Highlanders trail the Mustangs of Medford 15-14. 1 point differential between these two teams as we go to the half. We will be back for second half action here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back here at Brune Fieldhouse on Somerville Ed TV. Todd Harmon here covering the Mustangs of Medford against the Highlanders. A battle here amongst the top 2 teams in the GBL, as the Highlanders trail the Mustangs 15-14 at the half. So we look over the first half scoring. Olivia O'Brien, the leading scorer in the game, as she had 6 points for the Mustangs. Sienna Fossey had 3 points in that first half. Emma Malerba, 3 points as well for the Mustangs. as those are the leading scorers for the Mustangs. Over on the Highlander side of the ledger, Nora Gamache leads in scoring for the Highlanders with 5 points. Ava Martin has 4, Regan Antonelli with 3, and Fiona Rickson with 2 points. Sienna Fossey looked like she pulled her back, injured her back late in that second quarter. She went to the locker room back in the back, came back out in uniform, but with a hitch in her giddy-up, as we like to say, as she is still being shadowed by Highlander trainer Michelle Kelly. So Fossey likely out of this game, and that is a huge loss for the Mustangs, one of their better ball control players. As Riccioli drives in against Carrigo, puts it up, no good. O'Brien gets the rebound and puts that up and in. As Olivia O'Brien has come to play tonight, she's got 8. So the Mustangs now lead by 3. As Rickson looks for Martin. Martin, though, unable to get control as she was double teamed, and now Malerba gets it forward for Riccioli. As Riccioli puts up the shot, no good. Antonelli battling Malerba down to the ground for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possession will stick, I believe, with the Mustangs. Yep, that'll be Highlander ball. They had not moved the arrow after the beginning of play here in the second half, thus making me think it was Medford. Pressure being put on by Medford, that 3/4 court zone pressure, so difficult to break. Highlanders able to break it that time. Ava Martin with the jump stop and puts it home, as she has 6 today. Now Riccioli, as Antonelli defending her tightly. It's Kat Riccioli, gets it all the way down floor. Marino gives it off to O'Brien. O'Brien's shot is no good. Martin comes away with the rebound. Highlanders are running as Gamache is out ahead. O'Brien gets down, though, defensively. Kicks out to Cargo, as they'll have to pull it out. Antonelli will take the 3, and Antonelli will make the 3. So the Highlanders lead again by 2 as they retake the lead on the Antonelli 3. Now Riccioli trying to get that to Marino, but there's Amari Cargo. Cargo in against Riccioli. Gives it off to Antonelli, and she will go to the line looking for the and one. As Malerba picks up that foul, that'll be her first Medford foul here in the third quarter, as Regan Antonelli at the line to complete the old school 3-point play. She's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. And make that 2 for 3, and the Highlanders now lead by 5. Gertisha Morellis into the game for the Highlanders. Marino gets it on the left wing. Kicks it over. The freshman, got to keep an eye on Leah Rosa. She can hit the 3, and she does, and the Highlanders lead by 2. 22-20. That 3/4 court press, once again, they got to get it over. And they do, as Gamache gives it to Morellis. Morellis goes in, and O'Brien will be whistled. As Gertisha Morellis gets the pass from Gamache, and she will go to the line shooting 2. That is O'Brien's second personal, second team foul on the Mustangs here in the third quarter. First free throw up by Gertisha is good. Three-point lead now for the Highlanders. Morellis looking to make it 4, and she will. Smooth as silk with those free throws. 4-point lead now for the Highlanders, and they will apply some pressure. As Rosa looking for help, Marino comes back to provide it. Pass looking for Malerba, and is stolen away by Antonelli. The pressure pays off as Morellis goes in, and she'll put it home. 6-point lead now for the Highlanders as they are able to break the pressure. But this time it's Amari Cargo with the steal as she goes in and misses the shot. As Marino was able to get a hand in there, but Cargo just steal it right back. She'll get a second look at it, no good. As O'Brien now down floor Got it knocked away from her, and she will let it go out of bounds. Highlanders tuning up the defense. Head coach Ricardo Bonhomme pleading the case for his player Amari Kergo as she went to the basket. Lots of contact there. He was looking for a foul, as was she, but no foul was forthcoming. Highlanders lead by 6 as Rosa gets the inbounds, gives it to Malerba. Out wide to Riccioli. And there's Kergo again. As Kergo steals this one away. She goes in and she's fouled by Andreessen. As Ruby Andreessen picks up her first foul. Third team foul on the Mustangs here in the third quarter. Amari Kergo at the line for 2. First shot up by Amari, no good. Amari showing those quick hands and that great anticipation that she has defensively to make that steal. Second shot up, second shot good by Kergo. Pressure immediately applied on Andreessen. Pass stolen away by Gamache. Gamache bounce pass down low to Antonelli. I love those bounce passes as Antonelli puts it home, and the Highlanders have burst out to a 9-point lead after trailing by 1 at the half. As Regan Antonelli has led this charge, she has 8 points here in the third quarter. 4 points for Gertisha Morales, Ava Martin with 2, and Amari Kergo with 1 point. Highlanders rolling, leading by 9, 29-20 with 4:44 remaining here in the third quarter. So Highlanders have come out here in the second half. They've done a great job defensively. They've upped their pressure. They brought the full court pressure out, and that has really caused problems for the Mustangs. Of course, one of the best ball handlers for the Mustangs out for the game with a strained back, and that is Sienna Fossey. Highlanders taking advantage of that and really have caused problems here for the Mustangs early in this second half. Highlanders already set up with that full court pressure. You can see the difference. Medford runs a 3/4 court zone pressure. Highlanders going full court. And the Mustangs able to break the pressure as Riccioli has it. She'll drive in, and Gamache is going to get whistled for that foul. As Nora picks up her second personal. Second team foul against the Highlanders here in the third quarter.
First, second, team first.
Joy Riccioli at the line for 2. She's 1 for 2 from the line today. First shot by Joy is good. Second shot put up by Riccioli is good. She's 3 for 4 from the line tonight. 7-point Highlander lead. You see the 3/4 court pressure here put forth by Medford. Highlanders able to break it rather easily. Now Antonelli in the half-court offense. Gives it to Gamache. Gamache will pull it back out. Gets by the freshman, but the freshman from behind. Gamache feels like she got some forearm to go along with that ball on that block. Now Riccioli, the pass to the interior. Shot goes up off the bottom of the backboard. Highlanders able to corral it. Gamache out ahead. Pauses, puts it up, no good. Martin battling for the rebound. She gets it, kicks it out to Antonelli. Baseline drive for Regan. No good on the runner. Gamache comes in looking for the rebound, but knocks it out of bounds. Mustangs will get it. Highlanders holding on to the 7-point lead as they have upped their defensive pressure. You see right there, Nora Gamache getting in the way of that pass, looking for Rebecca Casey. As Medford has gotten more ball handlers out onto the floor here to deal with this pressure from the Highlanders. Malerba able to break the pressure to Riccioli. Riccioli picked up by Antonelli. Now Malerba kicks it out to Rosa. Rosa to Casey. Casey, defended by Cargo, gives it to O'Brien. Down low, looking for Malerba, back out. Casey, shot up, no good. O'Brien saves it, but saves it back to Martin. As Ava Martin has it for the Highlanders, and they will set up their offense with Antonelli running the point. Leading by 7, 3:15 remaining in the third quarter. Antonelli off the screen from Cargo. She's got a lot of room out there. She'll put that shot up. No good. O'Brien gets the rebound. And the foul's going to be called against Antonelli as she was reaching in, trying to get the ball away from O'Brien. That'll be her second personal. Second team foul on the Highlanders here in the third quarter. It's Malerba. Gets it back to Rosa. Now Rebecca Casey. Casey to Malerba, but Casey with the stutter step. Travel is the call. Turnover goes over to the Highlanders, and J.C. Brathwaite, the young freshman phenom for the Highlanders, will check into the game. J.C. had a huge third quarter in the Tufts Classic as she put 5 points in, taking the Highlanders from a 5-point lead at the end of the third quarter, towards the end of the third quarter, to a 10-point lead. As Cargo drives in, her shot up, no good. Rebound comes out, Malerba has it. As Malerba defended by Brathwaite. Now Rosa. Rosa gives it back to Malerba. Now Malerba drives in. Shot up, no good. Casey tried to save it but was unable to. Highlanders have really upped the defensive pressure, and you can see the lack of Sienna Fossey on the floor for the Mustangs. That lack of that excellent ball handler really makes it difficult. Morellis the pass to Cargo. Amari had not established herself in the front court yet. Gertisha's pass a little fast, a little too early on that one. Turnover goes over to the Mustangs. There's Cargo again as Amari steals this one away. She's going in, goes up, and she's fouled. She goes down very hard. As she's up, looks like she's all right there. So Cargo will be back at the line. She's 1 for 2 from the line on the night. Fourth team foul on the Mustangs here in the third quarter, so the Highlanders will shoot free throws the rest of this quarter. Foul win against Kat Riccioli. That's her first. First free throw for Amari is up, and that one's good. As Malerba checks back into the game for the Mustangs. Amari's second free throw is up, and that one's pure. 9-point lead for the Highlanders, largest for either team of the game. As O'Brien gets it back to Rosa, they're able to break the pressure. Now Malerba drives in. Brathwaite with a little touch from behind gets the block as JC, great hands there. Out of bounds, Highlanders will get it. As Cargo inbounds to Gamache. Gamache right by the freshman Rosa. Bounce pass out to Morellis. Into Ava Martin. Martin's shot is up. It's no good. Malerba comes away with the rebound. And Gamache right there. Look at that work by Gamache. As Nora knew there was only one other ball handler back there, she immediately went, using that quickness to get into the passing lane, was able to battle for the ball down to the ground, and then had the headiness to pass it off to Gertisha Morellis for the shot. She was fouled. She'll be at the line for 2. Gertisha is back at the line for the Highlanders. Her shot is up. It's no good. Foul went against Leah Rosa. That's her second. Team's 5th here in the third quarter. Second shot by Morellis is good. So Gertisha 5 points here in the third quarter for Morelos. Highlanders setting up that defense as they've got a 10-point lead, largest lead of the game. And Ramadan will come in for Morelos. And Ramadan immediately gets a hand on a pass. Good job there by the senior. Medford looking to inbounds here. Full court pressure being applied by the Highlanders. O'Brien able to get the pass. Now Riccioli gets it down low to Lily Kiley. Kiley's shot no good. Kiley will get the board though. Now Ramadan battling for the board. And she's down on the floor. Ball is tied up between her and O'Brien. Alternating possession will stay with the Mustangs. Minute 25 remaining here in the third quarter. Highlanders lead by 10 as they have outscored the Mustangs by 11 points so far in this quarter. As Antonelli checks back into the game, Gamache will head to the bench. Malerba looking to inbounds. Gets it to Lily Kiley. Kiley, her shot is up. Rolls home. Kiley gets her first points in her first action tonight. Cuts it to an 8-point Highlander lead. Zamari Kergo with the ball. Looking to bounce it into the interior for Ava Martin. Bounced off of O'Brien, but Brathwaite was there to give it back. There's JC. She'll take that. Watch out. No good. As Ramadan gets the rebound, and she is fouled as she goes up for the shot. I believe that's Lily Kiley. Kiley gets dinged with that foul, her first.
Ramadan shooting.
As Miriam Ramadan will shoot. Ramadan 0 for 2 from the line tonight. First shot up for Miriam, no good. Second shot up by Ramadan, no good. Antonelli gets the board. She dribbled, so she's got to get a pass off. Timeout called by head coach Ricardo Bonhomme. 53.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders have come out here in the second half. They have upped their defensive pressure. I love to talk about offense that comes from defense. We've seen a bit of that here in the third quarter as the Highlanders defense has caused those turnovers. They've been able to turn those into points as Antonelli has led the way. Her 8 points this quarter leading the way. Gertisha Morelos has 5 points in the quarter, 3 points for Kergo as well, 2 points for Ava Martin. Those are your scores for the Highlanders here in the third quarter as they've taken the 1 point deficit they had at halftime, turned it into currently an 8-point lead with that defensive pressure that they've been able to apply. One of the reasons they've been able to be successful with that defensive pressure is the lack of Sienna Fossey on the floor for the Mustangs. As Sienna Fossey, young sophomore point guard, pulled her back late in the second quarter, has not been back out on the floor, will be out for the remainder of this game. Without that critical ball controller, it's been basically Malerba and Rosa. Rosa, a freshman out there. Malerba, very, very veteran player. Malerba, a very knowledgeable junior out there, an excellent player as well. Rosa, a great young player, but the pressure the Highlanders have been able to apply, the anticipation of getting into passing lanes, they've been able to knock the ball away and turn that into points. As they will inbounds here under the basket. Ramadan gets it, goes up, no good. Riccioli gets the rebound. She's running the floor. She goes in against Antonelli, but loses control of the ball out of bounds. Turnover goes back to the Highlanders. Medford now will set up their full court pressure. It's Kergo with Purfury on her. Spins, crosses over. Gets the screen, but loses the ball. She'll pick it back up. Ava Martin now with it, with Lily Kiley on her. She'll drive in, kick it back to Kergo. Kergo's shot is up. It's blocked by Purfury. And that one out of bounds. Last touch by Ava Martin. So it will be Medford's ball with 23.5 seconds remaining in the quarter. There's Rosa with the ball. 2 freshmen right there is J.C. Brathwaite defending Leah Rosa. Great defense again as Amari Cargo steals it away. Tries to get it out to Brathwaite, but there's Leah Rosa stealing it away. Malerba couldn't get it. Antonelli could. 3-pointer is up. It's no good. Ramadan gets the weak side rebound, puts it back up, and she's fouled. Miriam Ramadan back to the line. That foul will go against Joy Riccioli. That's her 3rd. Highlanders in the bonus. 3.6 seconds remaining. Ramadan at the line. Ramadan puts that one home. 0 for 4 from the line until that one as the senior puts in that free throw to make it a 9-point lead for the Highlanders. Second one up by Miriam, and that one is good. Quick inbounds to Malerba. Half-court shot for Emma Malerba. That was close. It would have been good if it went, but it bounced off. Highlanders with the 10-point lead after a huge 3rd quarter for the Highlanders, turning that defensive pressure into offense, and the Highlanders looking good going into the 4th quarter. As they lead here by 10, largest lead of the game for either team. As head coach Ricardo Bonhomme and the Highlander coaching staff upping that defensive pressure, really forcing the Mustangs to have to run the whole court, and really had a hard time doing that. You see the quick hands of Amari Cargo. She is so fast, and she anticipates so well what's going on. We saw Nora Gamache with some tremendous plays as well defensively there in the 3rd quarter. And the Highlander defense, one of the things the Highlanders have that really no other teams in the GBL has, is they're basically top 5 players. Their 5 starters can defend anybody else on the other team. So you see Medford, what they'll do is they have the weave that they've been running. They've stopped doing that at the top of the key because the matchups that they're trying to find, they can't find. Highlanders basically are able to defend, switch up on screens, and defend every single player. We've seen Gamache defending against O'Brien down in the low block. We've seen Ava Martin out wide defending on the perimeter as well. Now Antonelli gets it to Martin. Martin up fake, goes up, puts up the baseline jumper, and the 6-foot fadeaway for Ava Martin is good. 12-point lead now for the Highlanders here in the 4th quarter. Lily Kiley gets it. Good pass there by Malerba as she finds Kiley. Good low block move there by Lily Kiley to put it in. Back to a 10-point advantage for the Highlanders as Cargo into the lane, kicks it out. Brathwaite. Now Antonelli over to Martin. Martin kicks it back. Gamache, the up fake. She'll drive in, and she puts it up with the left hand and puts it home, and she'll go to the line looking for the and one. I know that's Jack's favorite thing. Nora has done the bounce pass multiple times tonight. That's my favorite. If Jack Conley would be here, he would be telling you right now how excited he is that she switched over to the left hand and finished with the outside hand. That's what got her the foul in that case. It's Gamache at the line looking to complete the old school 3-point play. Fouls, free throw, I should say, is no good, but Gamache comes away with her own rebound. Taking another bite here as Antonelli working against Kiley. Well, up and under goes over the rim, no good. Rebound comes out to Medford. Highlanders with the 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Now you see again the weave is going on. They want to get the matchups that they want out of this. As Marino now matched up against Cargo. Gets the screen, kicks it out. Malerba, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, fought for. Cargo comes out with it. She's got Ava Martin out ahead, but Marino got a hand up. Good job by Leah Marino there, but now Cargo wide open from the corner, no good. Antonelli, weak side rebound. She put the ball on the ground, so she's got to get rid of it. She does. Gamache, top of the key, no good, and O'Brien will pull away the rebound for the Mustangs. There she is again, Amari Cargo. You cannot make a lazy pass with number 1 on the floor. Nice job there, though, by Rosa, as she was able to stand firm defensively, forcing Kergo to cross over, and in that crossover, bounced it off of her leg out of bounds. 6:06 remaining in the game. Highlanders have the 12-point lead. It's the freshman Rosa running the point for the Mustangs. Riccioli in the corner. Drives in, look for O'Brien, but O'Brien couldn't handle the pass. Gamache came up with it, but now there's Lily Kiley, and she will be fouled by Gamache. As Nora picks up her 3rd personal.
Somerville foul number 12, Nora Gamache. Her 3rd, team first.
Lily Kiley will be at the line for 2. Her first visit to the free throw line tonight. First free throw by Kiley is good. Second shot up by Kiley, no good. Ava Martin, good position there on the rebound. Antonelli now kicks it to Kergo on the right wing. Kergo, as Marino looks to steal it away. Kergo's able to keep hold of it. Tried the bounce pass down low, looking for Ava Martin. And it looks like Lily Kiley is going to get rung up for the foul there, coming over the back of Martin.
Medford foul number 0, Lily Kiley.
As Kiley picks up her 2nd, Medford's 2nd of the 4th. Highlanders will inbounds far side of the basket. 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders with the 11-point lead as Antonelli gets it in the corner. Gets it to Martin. Martin driving against Riccioli. Goes up, no good. Weak side rebound. Fiona Rickson looking to get control of that, but couldn't quite get it as Malerba was right there as well. Rickson last to touch it as it goes out of bounds. Highlanders with that full court pressure. And there's Antonelli with the steal and the put in. As defense immediately turned to offense that time, Highlanders with the 13-point lead. As Marino dribbles it off of her foot with the pressure from Gamache coming from behind. Antonelli looking down to Martin. Martin will drive in on the baseline, looking for contact there. Lots of contact there, but out of bounds. Last to touch it was the Mustangs. Kergo will inbounds for the Highlanders to Gamache. Gamache down low to Martin. Martin puts it up, no good, but Martin gets fighting for her own rebound against Malerba, and Rickson ended up with it. Now Kergo, left wing 3, no good for Amari, but there's Ava Martin. Her putback attempt, no good as well. Martin wanting the foul there. Malerba now will drive in, kicks it to Riccioli. Her shot up, no good, and there's Fiona Rickson. Good job there by Fiona Rickson, keeping her position and getting the board. Kergo looks to drive in. Her shot up, no good, as Martin looking for the rebound, but it bounces out to Rosa. Things getting a little ragged out there. 4:05 remaining. There's Gamache trying to steal that pass away. Cannot make lazy passes against this Highlander defense. You've got Amari Kergo, number 1 out there. You also have Nora Gamache, number 12 out there. Regan Antonelli, number 21 out there. They all 3 have great anticipation and quick hands. Don't forget about Cartesia Morellis. She's fantastic as well at that. As Kergo reaching in that time, she's going to get whistled for the foul. That's Amari's 2nd. Team 2nd here in the 4th quarter, 3:57 remaining. It's Carissa Purfurey checking into the game, getting her first action this evening. Rosa with the screen from Marino. 3-pointer. That one went into the cylinder and bounced back out. Now Antonelli down to Kergo. Amari crosses it over, drives in against Marino. Out of bounds. Marino was the last to touch it. Highlanders will keep the possession. Cargo looking to inbounds, gets it to Rickson. Rickson gets it down on the block to Antonelli. Antonelli dealing with O'Brien, but O'Brien ends up fouling her. That will be O'Brien's third.
Olivia O'Brien. Her third, team third.
Third team foul on the Mustangs here in the fourth quarter. Regan Antonelli at the line, shooting 2. Regan's 2 for 3 from the line tonight. 2 for 4 from the line now. As Malerba heads off for the Mustangs. Ruby Andreessen checking in. And that one's good for Antonelli. Full court pressure being applied by the Highlanders, leading by 14. Andreessen able to break the pressure. Gets it off to Rosa. Now Rosa back to Andreessen. Andreessen dribbles it over to the left wing. Rosa off of her hand, but able to save it before it went out into the back court. Andreessen driving in against Gamache. Gives it to Marino, but too hard. Morales comes away with it. Now Antonelli will go in. Her shot no good as Perfury was there defensively. And a nice job by O'Brien as she reaches in and ties that ball up. Alternating possession goes to Medford. Genesia Tebow checking into the game. As Rosa now dealing with the pressure, gets it forward to Tebow. Tebow passing it, looking for Perfury. Good job there by Rickson as Fiona Quick Hands was able to get the tip of the ball and steal it away. 2:45 remaining, top of the key. There is the 3 from Amari Cargo from the top of the key. Highlanders now lead 44-27. So they look to get it to Tebow, off of her hands, down to Perfury. And Cargo's going to get whistled for that one. Picks up her third team foul on the Highlanders here in the fourth quarter. As Juliana Harrison will check into the game for her first action tonight. Morales back out on the floor as well. And Harrison able to tie that ball up. Great job by Juliana. Alternating possession goes to the Highlanders. Full court pressure being applied by Medford. Antonelli easily breaks it. Highlanders with the 17-point lead now. As timeout called by head coach Ricardo Bonhomme. 2:08 remaining in the game. Highlanders with the 17-point lead. I'm going to talk really quickly about everything we've got going here towards the end of the season, the end of the winter season. Playoff matchups will be out on the weekend of February 22nd. Right around in there is where those playoff matchups are going to come in. And it's very important that we know when those playoff matchups are going to happen because both the boys and girls basketball teams have qualified for the MIAA Division II playoffs. As the boys got themselves in with their victory against Medford yesterday. That was their 10th win of the season. As they were able to beat Medford by 5 yesterday at Medford. That is 10 wins for the boys. They are currently ranked number 25 in Division II. Very, very possible if they're able to hold on to that ranking in those mid to high 20s that we could be hosting a playoff game here at Brune Fieldhouse. Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano would have any postseason calls for you here on Somerville Ed TV, so make sure you have mashed your buttons and you've signed up for your notifications. Is that ball stolen away by the Mustangs? It's now Rosa. As Morales is going to get called. I'll strike that. It's going to be an offensive foul. I was going to say. I was confused for a minute there. As Cardellano, Arabella Cardellano Her first action gets called for the moving screen, her first personal. It's Gamache now with the screen from Harrison. Looks back to Harrison. And a little pick and roll action there, but big block by Tebow. Now Rosa. And that's going to be a double dribble as Cardellano paused and kind of cradled that ball, picked it up off the floor, causing the double dribble. Now Gamache, defended by Andreessen. Crosses her over and gets it across the timeline. Now Miriam Ramadan as the seniors are on the floor. Ramadan puts up the shot, no good. Harrison gets the rebound. The pass from Gamache looking for Brathwaite, stolen away. And Cardellano able to turn the defense into the offense. 1 minute remains in the game. The Highlanders with the 15-point lead as Gamache drives in, kicks it back out. Juliana Harrison, she'll put it up. Harrison shot, no good. Rebound battled for. Gertisha Morales on a knee. Got tied up there with Rosa. Alternating possession will go over to Medford. As head coach Ricardo Bonhomme going to send in some younger players. Olivia Ravello, number 2. Sophia Bienami, I should say, number 3, checking into the game. It's Andreessen with Bienami defending her. Good block there by Bienami as Harrison looking to get it forward for Ravello, gives it off to Bienami. Bienami's shot is up, it's no good. Rebound comes off, and Andreessen is out in the open floor, but Harrison chases her down, tries to save it from going out of bounds, but isn't quite able to. 12.2 seconds remaining in the game as the Highlanders look for all the world like they are going to get a 3-game lead in the GBL for that top spot. As Tebow has it. Defended by Ravello. As Ravello, I should say, will get called for that foul. As Tebow will go to the line for 2.
So foul number 2, Olivia Ravello. Her first, team 4.
5.7 seconds remaining. Talked about the boys possibly hosting a game here at Brune Fieldhouse. The girls team currently ranked number 47 in Division II. That's not going to get them a home game, but it certainly will get them in the playoffs because they have over 10 wins. It's Tebow. Misses the first, makes the second. Ball stolen away there, and Cardellano finishes things off for the Mustangs, but the Highlanders come away with the 12-point victory, 44-32, as they have swept the Medford Mustangs here in this season. First time this year, first time the head coach Ricardo Bonhomme has gotten the victory against the Mustangs, and he got 2, as a matter of fact. As we look over the scoring in tonight's game, I believe Regan Antonelli is going to be your leading scorer. She had 14 points in the game. Ava Martin had 8 points in the game. 6 points for Mari Cargo. 5 points for Gertisha Morales. Nice game for Gertisha coming off the bench. 7 points for Nora Gamache. Fiona Rickson had 2. And 2 points for Miriam Ramadan as well, as those are your scoring totals for the Highlanders as they remain undefeated in the GBL. 10-0 are the Highlanders. 3-game lead over both the Mustangs and the Patriots of Revere, as the Revere Patriots will be in here to Brune Fieldhouse in a couple weeks. That'll be a big game for the Highlanders that week. That's going to do it for us tonight, as the Highlanders had another big win in the GBL as they are gliding their way to their second straight GBL championship. Thank you very much for watching at home. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Lenny Scaletta on the camera, as I'm losing my voice, our director, his name is Joe Constantine. I am Todd Harmon, and I've got to do a hockey game tomorrow with this voice. Wish me luck with that one. Thank you very much. You have been watching Somerville Highlander Girls Basketball on Somerville Ed TV.